The Malevolent Mask was a relic that had long haunted my family, passed down through generations with a whispered warning, beware its power. It was a sinister, obsidian creation, with intricate designs etched into its surface and to empty hollows where eyes should be. One evening, curiosity overcame me, and I decided to don the mask, unaware of the terror that awaited. As soon as the mask touched my skin, an icy chill coursed through me, darkness enveloped my vision, and I found myself in a nightmarish realm. Shadows wreathed around me, whispering malevolence into my ears. My own voice joined theirs, narrating tales of doom and despair that I had never known before. The mask was no ordinary artifact. It was a conduit to a realm of forgotten anguish, and its malevolence sought a vessel to spread its tales. I was trapped, my own identity slipping away as the mask's influence consumed me. It forced me to wander, seeking new victims to share its curse, weaving nightmares into reality. As weeks turned into endless nights, I yearned to rid myself of the mask's grasp. Desperation led me to the crumbling mansion of an occultist, rumored to possess knowledge of dark artifacts. But the moment he saw the mask, his eyes widened in terror. He explained that the mask was a prison, holding the malevolent spirit of a once feared sorcerer who reveled in suffering. Together, we devised a ritual to break the mask's curse. But as the incantations echoed, the mask fought back, unleashing visions of my deepest fears. The mansion warped, becoming a nightmarish labyrinth. Shadows manifested into grotesque forms, and the sorcerer's anguished cries filled the air. Just when hope seemed lost, I recalled the words of my ancestors' warning, beware its power. With newfound determination, I confronted the mask's influence, rejecting its tormenting whispers. As I fought back, the sorcerer's spirit grew weaker. The mansion trembled, and the mask shattered, releasing a shockwave that banished the malevolence back to the realm from whence it came. When I awoke, I was free from the mask's grip. Back in my own world, the mansion had returned to its original state, as if nothing had transpired. The occultist had vanished, leaving behind only remnants of his research. The malevolent mask was gone, its malefic influence finally laid to rest. The Malevolent Mask had been discovered by an archaeological team in an ancient tomb hidden deep within a jungle. It was a ghastly artifact, covered in symbols that no scholar could decipher. Its eyes were like voids, exuding a chilling aura that sent shivers down spines. I was drawn to it, unable to resist its sinister allure. As soon as the mask was in my possession, a pervasive sense of dread took hold. Strange occurrences plagued my days. Objects moved on their own, and unsettling whispers echoed through empty rooms. Sleep became a distant memory as nightmares plagued my nights, each one more horrifying than the last. But it wasn't until I caught a glimpse of my reflection in a mirror that I realized the true horror. The mask clung to my face, its design melding with my skin. Panic consumed me. I tried to rip it off, but it was as if the mask had become one with me. Desperation led me to seek out a reclusive occultist, rumored to possess knowledge of cursed artifacts. The occultist's ancient study was a labyrinth of esoteric tomes and eerie relics. With a heavy sigh, he confirmed my fears. The mask was a vessel for a malevolent spirit, a tortuous entity that thrived on the suffering of its hosts. Its curse was irreversible. The mask had chosen me as its eternal prison. I was gripped by a maddening realization. I was now a conduit for the mask's malice, destined to perpetuate its reign of terror. My reflection mocked me as the mask grinned back, its eyes burning with sadistic glee. Days turned into a ceaseless nightmare. I wandered, an embodiment of dread, unable to free myself from the mask's grip. People recoiled at the sight, and the mask revelled in their fear. I was an unwilling puppet, forced to bear witness as the mask compelled me to commit unspeakable acts. In my darkest moment, I remembered a phrase from an ancient scroll. The key to breaking the curse lay in self-acceptance. I faced a mirror, staring into the twisted reflection. With a surge of defiance, I embraced the mask as a part of me. A reminder of my resilience, the mask trembled, its hold weakening. In that moment of vulnerability, the mask's grip faltered. The symbols etched into its surface glowed, then faded. I felt a rush of power as the curse shattered. The mask crumbled, disintegrating into ash. I was free, released from the malevolent entity's grasp. But the curse had left its mark. The jungle tomb collapsed, erasing any trace of the cursed artifact. And though I was no longer its prisoner, the memories of my torment still lingered, a haunting reminder of the Malevolent Mask's reign of terror. In a forgotten corner of a vintage curiosity shop, I stumbled upon the Malevolent Mask, its sinister allure impossible to ignore. The shopkeeper warned me of its cursed nature, but my fascination overruled caution. The mask's obsidian surface was etched with ancient symbols, and its eye sockets seemed like abysses beckoning me. From the moment I held it, a chill crawled down my spine. I was transported to a realm of shadows and whispers, where tormented voices merged with my thoughts. The mask was an enigma, a relic of forgotten agony that sought to share its tales through me. In this spectral domain, I became an unwilling storyteller, recounting the mask's malevolent narratives. It forced me to traverse the city's darkest corners, where I encountered souls ripe for its influence. Each encounter left me drained, my identity slipping away with every tale I shared. As days blurred into a nightmare, I heard rumors of an occultist who might hold the key to ending the mask's curse. The occultist's lair was a maze of arcane artifacts, each radiating an eerie energy. With a resigned sigh, the occultist confirmed my fate. The mask was an ancient prison for a malevolent sorcerer spirit, seeking to escape through me. Together, we embarked on a ritual to sever my connection to the mask. The incantation echoed through the chamber, and the mask's power surged in response. The walls twisted into grotesque forms, shadows dancing with a life of their own. Whispers filled the air, a chorus of despair and anger. Yet, within this cacophony, a memory resurfaced, the warnings of my ancestors who had encountered the mask's wickedness before. With newfound resolve, I faced the mask's influence head-on, denying its control over me. The sorcerer's spirit wailed, its grip weakening as the incantation grew stronger. As the final syllables reverberated, the mask trembled and shattered into fragments. The room quaked, and a blinding light consumed the shadows. When I awoke, I found myself in the occultist's chamber, the mask reduced to ashes. But the ordeal left its scars. The cursed mask was destroyed, its malevolence banished, yet the memories of its horrors lingered. I left the occultist's lair, haunted by the echo of its whispers, forever changed by my encounter with the malevolent mask.